What do we have here? AYANEO Pocket Micro. All right, you know what? Let's get outside today. Let's go to the park, unbox it, take a look, and then get some gameplay going. You know, the AYANEO Pocket Micro is really an interesting concept. So you got this G99. Same we saw as the A1 Unicorn. Same we saw as the KTR1. Retail pricing $200. This is the lowest cost AYANEO device that we've seen so far. And really, it's like, if we can get the ergonomics right, the screen right, the performance right. Now we're looking at an IPS, and it's a micro, although it's a little large for a micro, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. We kind of know what the G99 can do, right? It's going to be playing up to some PS2, GameCube, Vita, and some Switch. But it's going to knock out of the park PSP. I think PSP should look great on here. Game Boy Advance. All right, let's hop in. Okay, here we are. We're also going to test it out in the sun. And we're going to see, is this our channel's first unboxing video in the woods? I think it just might be. I just don't want to stay cooped up in the office anymore today. Then I have to. So it's no secret that AYANEO releases a lot of devices, a lot of Windows devices, and now they're joining that same cadence on the Android side. All right, what do we have here today? A 3.5-inch, 3:2 aspect ratio display, Hall sensing joysticks, X-axis linear motors, high quality body, micro SD card slot, the AYANEO Android home launcher, and an active cooling fan. 8 plus 256, and again, yeah, I went for that gray. Man, AYANEO always knows what to do with their packaging. Okay, so it's metal. It's actually a little bit heavy, but it feels, oh my god, that feels premium. This unit was sent for review from AYANEO. All opinions are my own, but if I'd known it felt like this, I might have backed it myself, dang. All right, right off the bat, sticks are, so these Hall sticks, they're teeny tiny. Oh my goodness. I wonder if they'd fit Stubbs nubs. They're actually, no, they're a little bit smaller than Odin Retroid. Odin 2 and Odin 2 Mini, I should specify. They'll work, but they're a little loosey-goosey. What looks like an all-glass front, is that right? Is that what I'm seeing? It's kind of glossy across the front. D-pad feels okay, it's kind of shallow actually. The pivots, usually AYANEO is just excellent on D-pad. The pivot's a little bit shallow on that, and getting a lot of reflections off this glass front if you're going to be outside with it. Yeah, face buttons are rubber membrane, but they feel good. Pretty short travel on those. We'll have to see how that does in games like Celeste. But the sticks are nice. The rotation feels really good. And again, they're small, but they're not totally recessed. But I think that should work. We do unfortunately have inline shoulders, so L1, R1, L2, R2 with a slight bump out on top there. And then you have volume up and down, and what looks like a fingerprint reader right there. That's really cool. We have an air intake on the back, exhaust up top, USB-C down below here. Strangely, start and select are in the lower left, but okay, that works. And we're going to turn it on here. Let's see what else is in the box. Documentation and a nice USB cable. Okay. Satisfying keel. We will set up that finger unlock. That's cool. And it drops you right into ISpace here. So the screen gets decently bright right off the bat, but here's as bright as it'll get. So if you're starting out and you're offline, realize, well, it looks like it will download the emulators for you. By default, it comes very bare bones here, and so we're actually going to go back to my office, get this on the network, get this stuff downloaded, and try it out. From what I understand, this is an early functional prototype. This is not the finished unit, by the way, and so keep that in mind. So AYANEO, the comments I'm saying in here really is meant to say, hey, we can maybe do better on some of this stuff here. Well, the hardware is certainly premium feeling. Software, as usual, not Aya's strong suit typically, but I always root for them to make improvements here, and I hope that they do, seeing this. And because, man, they had the makings of just an awesome Game Boy Micro-esque looking device here. Trying all the buttons out. Let's take a look at those dead zones. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's do a speaker test. So this is definitely no OLED screen or anything, but it is a fairly bright and crisp IPS. I do like how it's all flat along the top there, but again, it is very reflective, and so while I don't see fingerprints on the back, you are probably going to see fingerprints, of course, on the glass there. Alright, the key. Well, okay, let's try this D-pad out. Ooh. Yeah, this is a very nice D-pad. Okay. This is some of the easiest Hadoukens I've ever been able to accomplish. Damn. We have a Hadoukenable situation. Now, I do bump a little bit against the joystick with my big thumbs. Likewise, on the face buttons, you do bump into these joysticks just a little bit if you have giant, meaty thumbs. Today, we're going to end this video with just one high-end game. Stress test this G99 CPU a little bit because so far we're not getting heat. We're not getting any excess heat generated from it. So this is really nice. I don't have the fan running or anything. It's just running in balanced mode. Okay, now we're getting 40 FPS. We're getting there. So this is pretty much the high end of the G99 right now. It apparently is going to cap out. Oh, and now it's landing at 30 FPS. Okay. So I guess we're stabilizing out here, dropping a little bit. Switch definitely will be a struggle on here as you start to try anything beyond just indie games. So what did you all think of the AYANEO Pocket Micro? This one has been, in my brief testing so far, we have a very premium high-end device here. It looks really cool. It feels really good. The ergonomics are actually pretty solid. Because it's a higher resolution screen, it does mean text is a little smaller, and so adjusting the font size has really helped for me. But yeah, I don't know. Is this one you're interested in backing? It is available in our description if you want to take a look at the Indiegogo there. So you're paying about $200 if you want to get this for retail. And at that price point, you know, if you want the premium build quality, I think this is a solid option. The KTR1 was actually priced a little higher than this to begin with. Remember that the Retroid Pocket Mini and the 5 are going up for pre-order now, and so those are very good contenders with OLED screens. So there's not just this one in the game anymore in that price segment. And if you want a little bigger, a little more money, you want it to play everything, look at the AYN Mini 2, another excellent device. But with this excellent 3:2 aspect ratio IPS display, this one is going to just knock it out of the park as we saw for Game Boy Advance. It looks really nice actually for Switch, for PSP, and really some widescreen content. And the software is a little bit janky. It's early days, it's a functional prototype once again, and so we're gonna wait for a retail unit to do our full review. I like some of the premium features, like the built-in fingerprint reader. I like that they took the time to make some just nice touches to the otherwise same old Android experience. And so this is one you could take with you, throw in the pocket. Until the next time, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay in the know for all of your favorite retro handhelds. And a special thanks to our channel members, patrons, and subs for making everything we do here possible. Perks with RH start for as little as $3 a month. This has been Stubbs with RH. Take care of those handhelds, everybody. And each other.